All right, Megan, to start off, tell me, why did you want to publish your ideas with context?
Yeah. I love the magazine style of context. I love that it is more accessible and doesn't require, like by design, doesn't require a lot of knowledge, like of specific terminology and kind of the stuff that goes into a lot of academic work. And I wish we had more kind of magazine style outlets like context for academic work, rather than it kind of sometimes stopping at academic journals and not really going much beyond that.
For those who haven't read your feature essay yet, can you tell us about what the main argument is?
Yes. So the main argument um, is that there is a perfect victim narrative identified in the literature of how someone is supposed to behave to be a perfect victim and who they have to be and the types of violence they have to have experienced. And then I also introduced the concept of the perfect survivor narrative. Um, survivor was introduced kind of as a term by some feminists instead of victim, and it was designed. There were different intentions behind it, but to kind of be a more empowering term. It's commonly used now, but in the perfect survivor narrative, it can still be kind of a limiting way to act,
Mhm.
where people are expected to behave as if they're strong and they have moved on and they're ready to advocate for other people. And that this doesn't necessarily like empower people. It can feel kind of limiting. They feel like they are not strong enough. They haven't moved on enough. They're not good enough, basically, to be a survivor. So that's like the main idea. Um, yeah.
What do you hope people will take away from those ideas?
Yeah, so that one, practically what I hope people take away with, is, well, first of all, sexual violence is very common. We have all sorts of stats that suggest different types of sexual violence, sexual assault, rape, sexual harassment, all the different behaviors that fall under the sexual violence umbrella. These are really common. So it's very likely that we all know someone who's experienced sexual violence and at times may have to or be in a position where we can support them. And so a big important takeaway is I hope people don't try to pressure them to heal or move on or get over it or act strong or otherwise like praise them for seeming like they haven't suffered, because I think we can accept that suffering as a result of sexual violence is an okay outcome. So supporting people and meeting them where they're at rather than trying to get them to move on.
Mhm.
um, I think practically, that is what I hope people take away.
Megan, was there anything surprising that you found in the course of your interviews?
Yeah, I think that there maybe is like a public idea that the Me Too movement really changed how we look at sexual violence, and how we look at perpetrators, or those who commit violence. And I didn't, as well as those who experience violence. And I didn't really see that in my interview data. I still saw that people felt a lot of shame about sexual violence. There was a lot of stigma about having experienced it. And when they tried to tell other people, if they tried to tell other people, there was still a lot of like blaming going on. So I think that it's important that we recognize sexual violence is still a reality and still um, one where people suffer as a result from it, that there isn't this broad social support that some writers might have you believe.
Interesting. Thank you.